I love jackets and purses and book bags with lots and lots of zippers just everywhere, just to hold things. I never go on any overnight trips or any possibly going into late night trips where I might get stuck and have to spend the night trips without a surge box, an extension cord, my pillow, my blanket, a notebook, and pens, and my laptop. I hate movie theaters and going to the movies. I always have. Probably because my first movie at the theater, this is just a guess, was Bambi. And I had so recently been kidnapped from my mother that probably my brain put the two together in some kind of subconscious fucked up way, which I'm sure caused one of the many mental illnesses that for the most part I have been wrongly diagnosed with for my entire life. The only one that I would agree with wholeheartedly would be major depressive disorder. I would agree with that one, but I've never been diagnosed autism, and even more than borderline personality disorder, which is what I was going with, because I think there are 9 criteria for borderline personality disorder. I know in the DSM-4, but probably in the DSM-5 too. And I definitely checked off, I think, 4 or 5 of them. Probably 5. It might have been 6. I don't know. But every autism assessment I have taken online, even the one on monotropism, the new one, I'm scoring just off the charts high. I'm ticking every box, every one of them. And for middle-aged females, much like autism, it's impossible to get a diagnosis for borderline personality disorder. Absolutely impossible. And it's because, and the reason is because autism and borderline personality disorder, both of them kick that door open to SSI without any fucking wait. That's why. So I found myself at this autism website yesterday called Spark or something. It was Spark. I can't remember. Anyway. And I was trying to find some answers to some questions, and mainly like, how do I get a diagnosis? They wouldn't even let me join because when you go to the website and you go to sign up, you have to answer at least yes to one of 3 questions. 1, do you have a kid with a clinical diagnosis of autism? Number 2, do you have one? Number 3, do you have a referral? You know, they wanted an actual, referral. And so that got me thinking, wow, how much research have you guys actually done? Because I know you've done way more than me. So how do you not know that for middle-aged women, it's an exercise in futility? Unless you're rich and have connections, you can't get an autism clinical diagnosis. Suck it. It's my opinion. It's got nothing to do with what they say with research. And okay, so that's a cool excuse to use, but why in the holy blah 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 in the beginning when you discovered autism? Why did you then continue to only do your research on boys? Little boys. It never mattered what psychiatrist I went to, and no matter how much I paid them, because I was trying to get the borderline diagnosis before I knew about autism, because of the SSI. I have zero income. That sucks. Bad. I can work, but I can only work for about a very, very short time before I break into a million pieces because of having to deal with the last job I had. I was a waitress and in the kitchen and stuff. All the other servers were so young, and It was a nightmare. They all like hated me, or at least that's what I felt like. I didn't know, and then I didn't. Why do you hate me? Like, why? I mean, why is everybody mean? Why is everybody mean? So if you're my age, and you're a woman, and you know that something's wrong, probably, you know, and if that something wrong is autism or borderline personality disorder, then you also better be rich or married to a doctor or connected in some kind of way. Because if you're not going to get a diagnosis for either one of those things. I mean, at least in Louisiana, you're not. And if you are, please tell me how.